You look at this Niner defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in it for a month. They have to be very proud being
6 on third down to keep the drive going. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover.
Go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin on the ground with Garendo. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Miles.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's Garendo on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
What the fucking block, man?
They bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Okay, break. Let's go now.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. This to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Once again, it's Brooks. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle with Brooks here. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on third and 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Another try for Guerrero. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Purdy now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Purdy from the gun on third down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A give running left now, Garendo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A handoff running right, Garindo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Again, it's Garindo. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, smash, Bronco!
Handoff here, Garindo. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Garindo. And this time he is in. Isaac Garindo with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw.
Level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they get back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Niners 14, Panthers 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Ready up! Ready! Check, check! Big lion!
On the give, it's Garindo. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Garindo. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On third down, it's Garindo. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Here's 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
They go play action here on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On the ground, here's Garindo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, They now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for San Francisco, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.